Well, hello everybody, Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, is here to talk about two ways that I am able to get precious metals. Because that's one of the questions. You're like, Spegtacular, how do you have the ability to get this stuff over and over again, right? How are we watching all these videos on your channel and you have silver or gold all the time? I'm going to give you my two reasons why I'm able to afford this stuff. And maybe you can use some of those lessons and those that knowledge to help you. I hope that you can. First of all, I want to say that this stuff right here will be available for probably pretty cheap over on Drip. How do you get over there? First link down in the description. Come see me on Drip offering some of this stuff. I got hand poured silver. Look at these little MK bar pieces, these little ladies right here. MK bar pieces. I got the freedom seeds right here. Those are fun. A lot of hand poured stuff. I got some hand poured stuff that I'm working on. This is just a blank slate right here that I got to still, refine and make sure that it's all pretty for you. Look at that. Look at that sparkliness on that thing, huh? That's one of the effects of after you pour, a little effect that happens sometimes. But that usually ends up getting buffed out very, very easily with a slight little rub. Just, as part of the natural process of cleaning up the silver, that tends to come off, which is a shame because it's absolutely beautiful, that sparkliness that's on there. But, I got a lot of stuff right here, and I usually offer it starting below spot price, which is crazy, I know. But that's me. That's my game. I want to give back to the community. So come see me over on Drip. Also, if you use that little code right there, that first link in the description to come over to Drip, you get that ability to get between $10 and $250 after you spend just a small amount. You can end up, really winning. So, it's like basically free money to get more stuff. Anyways, that's what I hope to do is come see you on Drip. Anyways, all right, two ways to get this stuff. How am I able to do it, right? First of all, believe it or not, old Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, is cheap. What do I mean by that? Listen, I'm not out there trying to be fancy. I'm not overspending. I'm not going on luxury cruises all the time. You know what I mean? That's not my game. My game is the preservation of wealth. It's saving for retirement, for that rainy day. That's more my style. Does that mean that I don't have any fun at all? Absolutely not. I still have some fun, right? So you got to have fun a little bit. I have fun in cheaper ways generally. Sometimes I do go big, but it's not as often as some people. Some people are always, like once a year, they have that big fancy trip. That's not me, right? I recently decided, hey, I better paint my house, right? So what did I do? I hired a painter. No, I didn't hire a painter, man. They wanted a crazy amount of money to paint. It's like, I think it's like $4,000 to paint a house, right? And a couple places, maybe a little less than that, maybe even a little bit more than that. But I was like, well, hold on a minute. I said, how much does paint cost? Paint cost me about $400 to $500, couple supplies. The paint brushes cost me like $20 for all I would need. And boom, for a quarter of their price, I was able to paint my whole house. With a little physical labor, it is what it is. But I use that savings to get more of this. I mean, that's just what you got to do, right? And painting a house is an extreme, mention, right? But there's other things too. You go to the grocery store, you're like, do I really need the Breyers ice cream? Probably, yeah. It's so good, right? Especially the vanilla with the vanilla beans in there. That stuff is so great. But do you really need all this stuff that you get when you go to the grocery store? And sometimes I'll look at the guy behind me in line, just kind of putting his stuff on the little conveyor belt thing. I just dropped the freedom seed. Where'd it go? Thank goodness it didn't go off. But you see the little conveyor belt moving, you see their stuff. You're just thinking like, man, what a weird group of things that they're buying, all this useless stuff, And I just don't get it half the time. But you just think about the things that you don't need and it's not important. And then you can get something that can actually help you later in life. And some pretty famous people say, you want to live tomorrow, in a good way. You know what I mean? So you got to live today like nobody else so that, later in life you can live like nobody else. So that's the saying, sort of, kind of. Butchered it, but you know what I mean. You want to just be a little frugal early on so that later in life you can really have a good time, right? And that's kind of where I am. So that's me. I'm a cheap person. All right, I'm a cheap date. Just in case any guys out there decide that they want to take me out to lunch or something like that. I'm very cheap. I might just go off the dollar menu, which is more like a $5 menu these days, right? Is there any such thing as a dollar menu with decent food? Ay, ay, ay. So the second reason why I'm able to accumulate is because I work hard, right? Some people that I know, man, they take the vacations like I mentioned. They're out there just having fun. They're buying these great items and just going out and playing all the time. That's awesome. I have worked every single day of my life for many years now. And maybe a lot of people don't notice it, right? Because they're like, hey, I didn't see you at work yesterday. You were off. How are you working? There's a lot of other things I do, side hustles, all kinds of things. Anything that I can ever see that in my mind can make some money, I am involved in 110%. I mean, that's just always been my game. If I can make money at it, I am involved in it. So I am constantly working. I'm constantly like looking for new ways to, gain some dough in order to just kind of get by and do better in my life, my kids' life. I want them to have a good life. The wife needs to have a good life, and those are all important things to me. So I haven't stopped working. Technically, I haven't taken a day off in many years. Just always working. Don't get me wrong. I would like to have like a full, solid, complete day off where I don't do any work whatsoever. But it is definitely difficult. Definitely difficult when you are just a busy person. I just want to stay busy, and then one day I can just totally be free of busyness and just relax. That's the hope and goals. Geez, what's going on here? Woo! Anyways, all this stuff pretty much is available on Drip. I hope to see you over there. Again, first link in the description. I'll be doing giveaways. Some of this stuff will be absolutely free. All you got to do is come on over. I do mention that Drip does charge you shipping for the giveaways, and that's actually a really good thing. You're going to get a $30 ounce of silver for free, but you have to pay like $4 or whatever the shipping is. It's really not that bad, all things considered. But Drip does make you pay the shipping just to kind of eliminate some of the bots that come up, because other platforms, if you're not doing that, you see a million bots that just come in for the giveaway and then they leave, and the people that really deserve the giveaway they don't get to win nothing. So that's unfortunate. So we want to try to eliminate that. But yeah, man, you're probably gonna have silver below spot over on my Drip. It's a way to give back, because I like you guys and gals. So anyways, come see me. Hopefully those two reasons kind of resonated with somebody out there. Maybe not. Some people think that I gotta live for the now, because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. But I don't know. Statistically, people are living to what, 70 or 80 years old. They're living that long. So statistically, you're probably gonna make it around then. So have a good life at the end. Do whatever you want to do at the end, and live, decently frugal towards the beginning. And I think that you're really going to have a successful life, in my personal opinion. And that's what I'm doing. That's just my thought process. Do you? Anyways, I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Come by, see me on Drip. First link down in the description. Click on that. Spegtacular is out. Well, hello, everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe, and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. When I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.